Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing really well. So here we are with our second Halloween vlog of the season. I hope you guys liked the last one that we did. We went to Screamfest, did some holing, you know, all the normal stuff, and we're having a fantastic October. I hope you guys are having a fantastic October as well. So this weekend, I just filmed a haul. First and foremost, it's a mess in here. I will, once we're done this portion, I'll show you what the library looks like and the mess that I'm surrounded by, because I've hauled quite a few books in the past couple of months that need to be put away, and the library really needs to be reorganized as well. So we're going to be doing that this afternoon. That's my biggest priority. It is Friday today and I'm off work. So that was kind of my priority to get that done. I got my spooky correspondence out in the mail this morning for the first round. I have some more boo boxes to put together. And the other thing that I wanted to show you guys, I don't know if anybody else is ever curious, but I'm always curious as to what people hand out to trick-or-treaters for Halloween. So we actually don't get a whole lot of kids here. You know, the first year that we lived in this house, I put together like 150 loot bags because that's what I was used to getting in my old neighborhood, and I ended up bringing it all to work because like we got only a few kids. So I do tend to put together bigger loot bags, and I have a blast doing it. I love doing it, and you know, I'm sure the kids appreciate getting, you know, stuff other than just the Snickers. So I wanted to show you guys what I do for the kids around here. So this year we have these little gift bags that I got at Winners, was it HomeSense? I think it was HomeSense. I got these, and they've been sitting in my bin for the past few years. I haven't had a chance to use them yet because last year we didn't do any trick-or-treaters or anything because we were both still really sick, and as you guys probably know, we put down our dog in October last year. So I already have their treats, so there's some chips and chocolate and stuff in there, and then I find a lot of really cute little things at the dollar store, so I use these for my boo boxes that I sent out in the mail as well to friends. But we just have a little Halloween pencil with a spooky ghost on the top as an eraser. So I have that. So each one of these loot bags gets like, you know, a couple of treats and a pencil. And then I found a few more little things that were not candy related at the dollar store today, and I thought they were super cute, so I wanted to share it with you guys. So the first thing that I got were these little stamps. So these are just, you know, I don't know if you guys remember these kinds of things like when we were growing up in the 80s and 90s, and each one has like, you know, a different Halloween theme on it. So there's one with a cat and a spider, and there's a witch's hat and a bat. So I got a couple of packs of those. So I did up 15 of these bigger loot bags, and then I have leftover candy and stuff that I'm going to do for the smaller ones for the older kids, like if we get any older kids, but these are for the younger kids, of course. So I got these little stamps. I thought they were so cute. And then I got a couple of packs of these little like rubber bracelets. So these come in a 5-pack, and it says Happy Halloween, Spooky, and Boo on them. Aren't they sweet? So I've got 15 of those to put in the little bags. They're little loot bags. And then I thought these were cute. These are little boxes full of stickers. First I wasn't really sure what they were, but these are party favors for like if you're doing an actual Halloween party. And it says stickers on them. I don't know what's actually in the boxes, but even the boxes themselves are kind of cute. A couple bats on the back. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? And then the last thing I got to go in there is a pack of these little like notepads, like mini notepads. Isn't that cute? So I thought that would be good to go with the little pencil. And so like I said, we don't get a lot of kids around here. Like I understand for people that get like 200 kids, like obviously you can't put together huge loot bags, but we really don't get that many kids around here. I don't know what it is, because like we light our pumpkins, we have our lights on, spooky music playing. I dress up and we'll have kids like literally run across our lawn to other houses. So I don't know if it's a case of maybe they only go to houses that they know the people, or maybe everybody just knows that I'm the witch on the street and they don't want to come to my house. That could be as well. But I love seeing all their little costumes and stuff. They're super cute. So I'm going to be putting together these loot bags this weekend, or finishing them. So like I said, I have these bigger ones, and then I have some just smaller ones with just the treats in it for the older kids. And I have a lot of fun putting that together every year. So we'll do that. What else do we have planned? So we still have our tickets to Pumpkins After Dark. We bought the Flex passes this year. We've never been. It's at Canada Olympic Park in Calgary. And so we might do that because the weather is going to be changing during this week. So I want to get our activities finished that we had the tickets for. And because it's going to start snowing on Monday and it's going right through the whole week. I think we're getting like 18 centimeters or something. So since the weather is changing, I do want to get to that one because it's actually outside. So we'll see how that goes. And then we are going to be doing another haunted house walkthrough tomorrow at, it's actually during the daytime, which is great because I hate going out at night. I'm totally an introvert and an early bird. So I'm really happy that they have this particular haunted house during the day, and it's a low sensory one. So if you watched my last vlog, you'll know that I had a lot of problems when we went to Scream Fest because my anxiety and my claustrophobia is getting a lot worse with age. And so I didn't want to have a panic attack like in a full like 30-minute walkthrough, which is what this one that we're going to this weekend is. So I said to Matt, I was like, let's just go to the low sensory one. So it's going to be me and all the little kids, I guess. But they do have a boutique there that they have like custom t-shirts that they sell and all of that sort of thing. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We have a few other things planned too, so I'll bring you guys along. And the other thing is reading, of course. I'm going to get some reading done this weekend, and I'm really feeling the short stories. So Autumncrow is one that I had on my pile of possibilities. I've got Scariest Stories You've Ever Heard. I've got Campfire Ghost Stories. So I'm hoping this is going to be a fun vlog for everyone, and here's to the weekend. friends, just hopping on here quickly to close out this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed coming along on our adventures with us last weekend. It's a couple of days later, and we had a really good time. So we went to the Pumpkins After Dark, which was an awesome event. If you're in the Calgary area, I will leave links down below to the 2 events that we went out to. They do run until October 31st, so if you're interested, get your tickets and go and support these events. So the Pumpkins After Dark, you really couldn't see it, but those big displays that they had, those were actually carved pumpkins that were like all joined together, and they were lit from behind and carved and everything. So that was really cool to experience. The only bad thing was it was super crowded. It was so hard to get any video at all. So I was actually kind of thankful and surprised that I managed to be able to put together a segment for you guys, but that was really cool. So we had a good night out at that one. And then we did go to Haunted Calgary, the low scare version, and that was amazing. The guys did a really good job. It is a small company here, just run by, you know, a team of volunteers basically. And so for the low scare version, you might be thinking, oh well, you know, that wasn't that scary at all. But this was basically the one that they did for the kids. So for the actual haunted house, of course, all the lights are out. They have strobes and fog, and I think one of the girls that was there, my camera battery actually ran out, so I didn't get any, I didn't manage to get all of it. But one of the girls did tell me that I think she said they have 77 scare actors throughout that whole maze that they had. It was done in a parking garage at a local mall here, which is really cool that it's inside because we typically do get snow in Calgary. So that was really cool, and I believe she said the entire thing put together is like 25,000 square feet. So that's really interesting. It took about, I'd say 20 to 25 minutes to get through, and they do have escape routes that you can duck out if you get too overwhelmed, because it is, I can understand with all of the lights out and all of the scare actors and everything in there, it would be quite scary. So that was really cool. So I'll have a link to their stuff down below as well. Like I said, they're a really great company, and I had a few interactions with the owner, and she's amazing as well. So if you're in the Calgary area and you want to go to a really great haunt, I'll have all of Haunted Calgary's stuff linked down below as well. And then as for stuff that I read, I wanted to give you guys kind of a reading wrap up of the weekend. It was super busy. I was also on sprints on Sunday with Amy McCaw. I'll have a link to her channel down below. We were able to stream through both of our channels. So I am going to be doing more sprints coming up here, you know, for the latter part of 2023 and into 2024. So if you guys are into that kind of thing and you wanted to get some productivity with your reading done, that will be coming up more often on the channel. But before I get into a reading wrap up of what I actually got through, I did want to let you guys know that the new Bookworms is out. So this is a independent horror zine that is partially owned by Regina from Regina's Haunted Library. I'm sure you guys know her. She's very well known here. She's a great person, and I'll have all of her stuff linked down below as well. And this is the 3rd issue of Bookworms. I do have the other 2, and it's a fantastic horror zine. There's so many great stories and book recommendations and all of the things in here. So I do have my Halloween book recommendations list. My kind of top 5 that I put together for this year is included in here, and there is also a brand new story from Cameron Chaney that is within the Autumncrow universe. So this is selling very quickly, but make sure you go get your copy because it's really awesome. They do such a good job with this. So yeah, this is my first published piece of work that I ever worked on, so super proud of that, and I hope you guys all get your copy. So the next one I don't think is until February. I believe they put them out quarterly, so this is really great. I had a lot of fun working on this, so hopefully you guys will go ahead and get your copies and check out my list of Halloween book recommendations. And then as for the books that I read this weekend, so like I said at the beginning of the vlog, I was very much into short stories, so I reread Autumncrow by Cameron Chaney. I read this book every year for Halloween, and one of the reasons why I wanted to reread it this year, of course, is because Cameron released the first in the Autumncrow High series, Fresh Hell, and I wanted to kind of see the parallels between the original Autumncrow stories and the novel, which I just finished in September. And I do have a review of the new book up on the channel as well. So if you haven't read Autumncrow yet, it is probably my quintessential recommendation always. If people ask me what to read during Halloween, they're fantastic stories. So if you haven't read it yet, make sure you get your copy, and get your copy of the new Autumncrow High Fresh Hell. Both books are fantastic. They're top reads, and Cameron is a really super talented writer, and he always has this way of like really getting you to love the characters. So I went through all of that in my review, and I also have a review of the original Autumncrow from the first time I read it on the channel here. It was one of the first videos I ever did, so you can search that also. And then when I was reorganized in the library, which I'm so happy I got that done, I didn't show any footage of me actually reorganizing because there was so much crap in here. It was hard for me to like move around my tripod and try to get video, so I just wanted to blast through it and get everything cleaned up. So I did get all of my books put away. I'm so happy with how things are looking now, and the basement looks much, much better. So hope you guys enjoyed the mini library tour. So while I was doing that, I listened to Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark and More Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, the audiobooks, which are both narrated by Alvin Schwartz, who is the author of both of those books. And they're just, you know, they're always going to be favorites. They're 5-star reads. I read the original Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I heard the audiobook when I was in grade 4. My mom was actually my grade 4 teacher, and she played it during our school Halloween party that year, and I've listened to it pretty much every year since. I absolutely love it. So most of us here, I'm sure, are Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark fans, so let me know down below what is your favorite story. My 2 favorite selections come from the original book, so the first book in the series. Number 1 is Me Ty Dodie Walker. It is my favorite story, and to this day it still freaks me out. It's a really, really super creepy story. And the other one is the Hearse song. I still sing the Hearse song on a regular basis, and you probably saw actually in the footage from Haunted Calgary that they had an awesome hearse, and I wanted to take it home. So I read those 2 books. Like I said, I finished Autumncrow, and then the other book that I read this weekend was You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight by Kaylin Bayron, and I read this one on audio. I finished it when we did our sprints on Sunday, so I'm so glad that I got that one wrapped up as well. I will go more into a review of that during my monthly wrap up, but it was just okay for me. It kind of took a turn from what I was expecting. I won't get into too much because I don't want to spoil it, but it did take a little bit of a turn. It was an interesting turn, and it was an interesting story. It was really creative, but, you know, kind of veered away from what I was expecting for like a regular slasher story. So I'd say that one was probably like a 3-star. I contemplated putting it down to a 2.5, but I think I'm going to stick with a 3. So it was just okay for me. The biggest thing that I didn't like about this book was that the narrator really grated on my nerves. I didn't like how she was reading the book, and I think that really affected the story for me as well. But even if I had read it physically, I think I would have had the same feelings about the story itself. So there you guys go. That is it for Halloween vlog number 2. I was planning on doing another one of these with the weekend coming up here, which is Halloween weekend, but that is TBD right now, number 1, because Matt and I are introverts and we've been out a lot in October. I booked a lot of things. I think I overcommitted a little bit, but we had a lot of fun, but we're just looking to relax a little bit. And number 2, Matthew is actually coming down with a cold or flu or something. So if he's not feeling great, then we're just going to hang out at home and watch movies and just order in some food and stuff like that. So TBD on Halloween vlog number 3. But as for this one, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up and leave me a question or a comment down below, because you know I love chatting with you guys. But until next time, stay spooky, everybody. Bye.